Hi, I'm Jerry Portnoy. Welcome to your yoga practice. Today we'll be opening the shoulders and the hips, the four corners of the body. Shoulders and hips are areas where we tend to carry a lot of tension and stress. By releasing the shoulders and the hips, stretching and strengthening, you'll feel more at home in yourself, a greater felt sense of ease and peace. Allow your eyes to close for a moment and turn your attention inward to your own breath. Notice the movement of your breath in the front of your body and in the back, to the left, to the right. Even notice your breath moving down towards your belly, up towards your throat. See if you can feel your breath move in all the directions. Please join your hands in front of your heart. May your yoga practice today be a journey of coming home to yourself. May you find the deep abiding peace at the core of your being. Lower your head to your heart. Release your hands, open them up, lift your head, and open your eyes. Please take your right arm out. Stack your left arm on top, palm up. Bend your right elbow and take your straight arm across your body. Clip your left shoulder back and breathe. This sequence is a progression. You can stay at any point. Either stay here or ease up a little bit. Bend your left elbow. Palms come closer together. Lift your hands up and breathe. Breathe into the upper back. This is eagle arms. You're welcome to stay here or take both hands over to your left. Bow your head over to the right ear towards your right shoulder. Breathe fully, breathe deeply. You might feel a stretch in the upper left part of your back. Perhaps you feel it somewhere else. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Please take your left arm out, palm up, cross your right arm on top. Bend your bottom elbow. Draw your straight arm across your body and clip your outer right shoulder back. Breathe. Stay here or ease up a little bit. Bend both elbows, palms towards each other. Lift your elbows up and your hands forward and breathe. Stay here, eagle arms, or both hands over to your right. Bow your head slightly to the left ear towards left shoulder. And breathe. You might feel this stretch in the upper right part of your back, shoulder area. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Please take your arms out by your sides. Press down into the earth. Lift your heart, shoulders back. Bend your elbows behind your back and clasp your hands. Head back, ribs back. Please lift your hands away from your hips and breathe. And release. Touch the ground with your fingertips. Press down through your sitting bones and lengthen your spine. Please take your right arm out to the right side. Turn your palm up and reach your right arm all the way up. Bend your top elbow Reach for your back. Use your left hand to grab your elbow tip. Press your head back and draw your ribs back. Stay here, or press down into your sitting bones, lengthen your spine up, and lean to your left. Breathe fully, breathe deeply. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, release your arms. Please take your left arm out to your left. Palm up. Reach up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbow, reach for your back. Use your right hand to grab your elbow tip. Ribs draw back. Breathe. Stay here or lean to your right side. Feel the fullness of your breath, including on the left side of your rib area. Inhale to center and release. Ground your sitting bones down, lengthen your spine. Bend your elbows again and clasp your hands behind your back, your second favorite way, opposite finger in front. Lift your hands behind you, draw your heart in front of you, and breathe. Last cycle of breath here, gentle back bend, heart forward, throat back, breath deep. And release. Please take your legs out in front. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Grab your ankles. Inhale, arch your spine, lift your chest. Exhale, round your spine. Continue just like that. As you inhale, you arch. As you exhale, you round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, fold forward. Take a breath here. It's a hip stretch for your inner thighs, inner groins. Inhale, head up, and exhale. Pause here. Circle. Move to your left. Lean more on your left sitting bone. Come forward and around. And go the other way. Back to the middle. Inhale, arch one more time. Exhale, round one last time. And release. If you have a strap or a belt, please grab that. And please lay back onto your mat. Bend both knees. Tilt your pelvis so you're arching your spine, space between your lower back and the floor, and find neutral, lower belly towards spine. Bend your left knee into your chest and strap your foot. Pull the ball of your foot towards the floor and press your heel towards the ceiling to straighten your leg. Press your left sitting bone away from your head and draw your left leg closer in. Breathe. You can stay right here, or for a deeper stretch, ground your right heel into the floor, press your right heel down, and extend your right leg out straight. Right leg grounded, left leg lifted. and breathe. Drawing your toes further down towards the floor will stretch your calf muscle more. Ease up on that. Please bring the strap ends into your left hand and slowly take your leg over to the left side. Ground down through your right hip and stretch powerfully through your left leg. Breathe. Keep your right leg grounded. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way back up to center. And please change hands. Shift your hips a little bit to your left. Take your left leg all the way across your body. Turn your chin towards your left shoulder. And breathe. If you need more stretch, bring your left leg a little higher towards your head. Last cycle of breath. Pressing your left hip, your top hip away from your head. Grounding your right leg. Inhale, come all the way back up to center. And exhale, release the strap and extend your leg back down. Take a breath. Please bend both knees. Place a strap around your right foot. And extend your right leg straight. Place a strap more around the ball of your foot and draw your toes towards the floor. Tilt your lower back so you have an arched position. And if you need more stretch, bring your foot closer in. Ground your left heel into the floor and extend your left leg out. And breathe. Both legs straight and strong to get the most efficient stretch in your hips. You can stay here, or please place the strap ends in your right hand, left hand to your left thigh, and take your right leg over to the right side. Ground your left hip down, spread your toes, and breathe. Keep grounding through your left leg as you reach through your right leg, and if you need more stretch, take your right leg higher towards your head. Ground through your left leg. Inhale, rise, come all the way back up, and please change hands. Take your right arm out to the right side, and please lower your right leg all the way over to your left side. Inner edge of your right foot parallel to the floor. Press your top hip away from your head and twist your navel to the right, ribs, heart, and head. Top hip, right hip, away from your head for one more breath. Ground down, inhale, rise, come all the way back up. Release the strap and lower your leg. Move the strap off to the side and take a breath. Please bend your knees and roll to your side. Come all the way up. Please come into downward facing dog pose. Squeeze your arms, tuck your toes, stretch back and breathe. Bring your right knee to your right hand for pigeon. For this variation, flatten your back foot with your foot more directly in line with your knee, in line with your hip. Spread your toes, ground down, and fold forward. Pigeon pose is often a stretch for your outer hip, outer right hip, and breathe. You can stay right here and do this pose, this version, or please bring your right hand over to the right side. With your left hand, grab your right knee. Pull your front knee over to the left. Push down with your right hand and twist to your right. Pigeon twist. Full deep breathing. Adduct your right knee in. Pull it over towards your right ankle. Last breath. Come back to the middle. Can stay here, or the last variation in pigeon pose. Please bring your left hand to your front foot. Take your right arm out at a diagonal, 45 degrees, over to your left. Rest your right ear on your right shoulder. And breathe. This is a hip opening pigeon pose. You might feel it on your right inner thigh or somewhere else. One more breath. Press your left hand against your right foot, lengthen your spine, and twist. Free your left hand to the floor. Press down firmly and come back up. Please step back, downward dog. Step forward with your left knee, pigeon. Flatten your back foot, knee, hip in one line. And please come down onto your forearms. Spread your toes, feel your breath. Soften a stretch for the outer hip, outer left hip. You can stay right here, or bring your left hand over to the side. Place your right hand to your front knee. Draw your right elbow to the right knee tugs forward. Your front knee, your left knee, moves towards your left ankle. Lengthen your spine, twist, and breathe. Front shin pulls back, back knee pulls forward. Front knee draws over to your right for one more breath. Ease up on that. Come back to the center. Stay here, or bring your right hand to your right foot. Slide your left arm out at a diagonal, 45 degrees, and rest your left ear on your left arm. And breathe. Press your right hand into your front foot and twist, spiral to your right. You might feel this on your inner left thigh. You might feel it somewhere else. Pigeon pose. This pose is a great hip opener. Last breath. Free your right hand to the ground. Push down with your right hand. Come all the way back up. Downward facing dog. Come onto your knees. Turn to face the long edge of your mat and take your legs out wide. About 90 degrees with your legs. Ground down through your sitting bones and lengthen your spine up towards the sky. Breathe. You can stay here or fold forward and down. Come onto your forearms or arms straight. Spread your toes, knees point up towards the ceiling, toes spread. Hips in line with your knees, in line with your ankles. Version 1, stay right where you are. Version 2, come up a little bit higher. Slide your left hand, palm up, underneath your right thigh. Ground down. You could have your elbow up or left elbow down. And please take your right arm all the way up. And then all the way out towards your left foot. Ground down with your outer right hip and spiral open towards the ceiling. Breathe. It's a big side stretch on your right side and a hip opener. And if it works better for you, you could touch your foot. So it could be right hand touches your foot. Sometimes it's more enjoyable just to keep your arm up. One more cycle of breath here. Ground down with both legs, including your right leg. Inhale, rise, come all the way up. Bring your hands back to the middle. Come forward a little bit. Please take your right palm up, right hand to your upper inner left thigh. Ground down through both legs. Take your left arm up. Either stay right here or lean over to your right side. Draw your front lower ribs back towards the back of your body. Ground through your outer left hip and spiral open towards the sky. Breathe. Could have your right elbow up or right elbow down. Open up and breathe. Keep grounding through your outer left hip. You might feel this one in your outer left hip. You might feel it just above your hip, more towards your lower back area. Side stretch. Last cycle of breath here. Upavishta Konasana. Wide angle pose with a side stretch. Ground through your legs. Inhale, rise, come all the way back up. And carefully release. Please bend both knees. Use your hands to pull your feet in closer. Bring your feet together in front, similar to what you did in the beginning of class. Inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round your spine. Go back to the first position. Inhale, arch your spine. Keep that tilt position with your pelvis. Pull your ribs back and bow forward and down. Baddha Konasana. Keep drawing your ribs back. Feel your breath. Extend both knees away from each other. For one more breath here. Just notice your breath. And inhale, rise, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Please turn and face the short edge of your mat and take your legs out in front. Carefully lay back onto your mat. Stretch one leg out at a time. Palms up. Allow your eyes to close. Settle deeply into the ground. Relax your breath. Shavasana, this yoga pose, is a pose of coming home, of landing more deeply in yourself, relaxing the tension in your hips, in your shoulders, in your jaw, and in your eyes. Relax open into the greater spaciousness, that more infinite, ineffable part of you. Sense of coming home. You can stay in this pose, Shavasana, as long as you'd like. When you feel ready to come up, bend both knees, roll to the side, and come up to seated. If you're in a seated position, please join your hands. Feel your breath and close your eyes. Notice your breath in the front of your body and in the back, to the left and right, down below towards your pelvis, up above towards your head. Relax your jaw. Just notice the at-home feeling of peace and well-being. May your yoga practice be a journey of coming home to yourself, to know yourself more fully, including the peace and well-being that is the essence of who you are. I honor you for your commitment to your yoga practice, to your own transformation and awakening. Namaste.